Hi and welcome to the top 10 biggest mistakes on Game of Thrones. This video will contain spoilers up until and including Season 6. In the midst of the War of Five Kings, Robb sent Theon to get his father to support the North. His father, however, wanted to attack the North while it's vulnerable. But instead of telling Robb his father won't support him, he decided to side with his family and attack the Starks. How much do you think he regrets burning that letter? I have to remind myself from time to time all he did to deserve what Ramsay did to him. The only reason this is just number 10 is because he did side with his family, so you can understand his point of view. But the reason this is a mistake is because not only did he not leave Winterfell when his sister told him they cannot hold it, is the fact that he knows Robb will be out for revenge, and the Iron Islands only know how to lose.
No matter how highborn, he has to die.
The Karstarks are Northmen. They won't forgive the killing of their lord.
Your mother's right. If you do this, the Karstarks will abandon you.
Kill me and be cursed. You are no king of mine.
After the head of the Karstark family killed Lannister prisoners to avenge his sons, Robb decided to go against his advisors and his wife and decided to kill him, because like his father, Robb was an honorable man. Unfortunately, like he had been warned by his advisors, the Karstark bannermen left him. That was the thing that pushed him to go back to the Freys, to ask them to give him more soldiers. And we all unfortunately remember how that ended.
Who gave you the order? Who gave you the order? Say it. Say her name. Say it!
After Tyrion was blamed for Joffrey's death, he chose to have trial by combat after he saw it was his only option. After the mountain was chosen by Cersei, Oberyn Martell, who wanted to kill the mountain, volunteered for Tyrion. If only he wasn't that cocky. That's a lesson. Don't mess around with a guy that can kill you in one hit. It does not matter if Oberyn was winning. As long as the mountain's arm were working and he could move, he should have been more careful and not start celebrating before winning.
Where are my niece and nephew? Let's go murder them.
They stole our best ships.
Won't be enough to save them.
After Euron Greyjoy returned to the Iron Islands to take the throne, he started by killing his brother, the current king. Then he won the Kingsmoot against his niece. Now I remind you, they did not know he was coming, so they weren't prepared for a loss. So after he won, why did he let them get away? What did he think they would do? Just stand there and let him kill them? He should have been prepared for them running away and taking the ships. We still don't know the result of letting them get away, but I'm guessing they will come back with a vengeance.
Take off your clothes. Oh, no. You stay here, Reek. You watch.
To get a hold of the North, Littlefinger and Roose Bolton wedded Sansa and Ramsay. Sansa was important for the Boltons to help solidify their control over the North. Ramsay, however, did not appreciate the importance of Sansa and decided to play his sadistic games with her, which caused her to run away. If only he had been nice to her. She might have never trusted or loved him. But I doubt she would have ran away and started a war to get Winterfell back.
Beg your pardon?
I know you're behind this absurd incarceration of my grandson.
If you apologize for that comment, perhaps
You'll get your apology. When I get Loras.
I can assure you, our alliance with House Tyrell remains...
Do you expect the alliance to continue after you've thrown our future into prison?
You can't do this. I am the Queen! Tommen! Tommen! I am your Queen, how dare you! Take your hands off!
After the marriage of King Tommen and Marjorie, Cersei began feeling she would lose control over her son to Marjorie. So, in an act of desperation, she made a pact with the Faith and the High Sparrow to arrest both Marjorie and her brother Lawrence, who Cersei was supposed to unwillingly marry. Not only did this move risk the most important alliance the Lannisters have, she should have known that with all of her sins, she could not trust fanatics she can't buy to not go after her.
When the king returns from his hunt, I'll tell him the truth. You must be gone by then. You and your children. I will not have their blood on my hands. Go as far away as you can, with as many men as you can. Because wherever you go, Robert's wrath will follow you.
After finding out that Robert's legitimate children are actually Jaime's, he knew Robert would not be kind with Cersei for her betrayal, so he decided to tell her so she would have a chance to run away. He then had a chance to protect himself after Robert returned nearly dead, when Renly offered to help him. But, wanting to do the right thing with no compromise, he denied help. He did know how the Lannisters operate, and people warned him not to trust them. But he did not listen, and gave away any advantage he could have had by not accepting help and telling Cersei what he knew before acting.
Father, smith, warrior, mother, maiden, crone, stranger. I am hers, and she is mine, from this day until the end of my days.
During the War of Five Kings, to get an advantage over the Lannisters, Robb made a pact with the Freys in which he promised to marry one of the Frey daughters. A short time after that, however, he met a foreigner he fell in love with, and decided to break the pact he made with the Freys, and marry the foreigner. This act unraveled his control over his bannermen, and made him lose some of his credibility. I want you guys to know that Robb was my favorite character, so it kills me to put him here twice. But there is a reason why he never lost a fight, but lost a war.
Lord Walder! Lord Walder, enough! Let it end!
You already swore me one oath right here in my castle. You swore by all the gods your son would marry my daughter!
Take me for a hostage! But let Robb go! Robb, get up!
And why would I let him do that?
I spoke about the Red Wedding enough, but Robb was not the only person to make mistakes which caused this event. Walder Frey's decision to kill Robb and his supporters while hosting them at a wedding might not look like it, but was a grave mistake. He did get rewarded in the short term, and we might not have seen all of the bad effects of it in the show, but doing such a deed is a mark on the house. No other house will trust them anymore, and when they will be at their weakest, no one will come to their defense. And that day is coming.
My mother wishes me to let Lord Eddard join the Night's Watch. Stripped of all titles and powers, he would serve the realm in permanent exile. And my lady Sansa has begged mercy for her father. But they've the soft hearts of women. So long as I am your king, Treason shall never go unpunished. Sir Ilyn, bring me his head.
After Robert died, Cersei imprisoned Ned when he proclaimed that Joffrey was not the rightful king. Then, they were able to convince Ned, with the fear for his daughters in mind, to agree to accept and support Joffrey as the king, and become a member of the Night's Watch. Joffrey, however, drunk with power, killed Ned instead, and caused the North to rise up against him. There was no advantage or reason to kill Ned, and even though they did win the war, their position was weakened. They could have had the North's support and be in a much stronger position. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I would love to hear your opinions in the comments.